Dinner's popping.
To work.
Buddy. I'm excited. I'm excited to do that deep dive of the US and stuff like that because you're bringing some new pieces to the table, which is gonna be sick. Hmm.
They're doing it there too, because I think they're advertising.
Yeah, they're Cleveland or something, right?
You guys will all get hard-ons. All of you. All of you. From the start to the end. You go pick something for 60K, renovate it, and I'm not talking about top of line rentals. I'm talking about 20K, 30K rentals. Sell
Yeah,
it for
yeah, yeah.
sell it for 150. Bang bang. Assembly line. Bang bang. But you know what I was thinking? Mark, you there? Mark,
Sorry, I got the audio to fix. Okay, I got it. I got the audio to work. There you go.
you
Okay,
know
nice.
you know what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking let's renovate a property,
Okay,
buy it, renovate it, and sell it to the Canadian investors here.
we could do that.
Yeah, that's a good
Because
idea.
think about it. They want cash flowing properties. No problem. You could buy purpose built duplexes side by side, already done, with separate entrance, separate everything. You just gotta reno it.
Okay,
So
but we
what?
also gotta build out a team and stuff like that, right? Like it's gonna take a little bit of time to set it up, but I
Yeah,
think
you need
it's
people to
super.
It's
do
gonna
their
it's
work.
gonna it's gonna it's gonna take time. I'm not no doubt about it, but I'm just saying we don't have to chase an American buyer. We could just sell it to them Canadians, right?
Yeah.
For a Canadian, that's an amazing price. If you give someone turnkey 2 units for $150, that's a good price, right?
Why don't we just do that with bigger buildings? Why duplexes?
Because the bigger buildings, they in
More money.
Cleveland, the problem is you're gonna inherit tenants, right? So it's gonna take a
Mm.
little bit longer. You could do it with the bigger buildings, but you're not gonna get an amazing deal with vacant, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't
But
think
like,
about that.
and the quicker sales is better, right? I think like buck
In and
fifty
out, yeah.
anybody could afford it, right? So if you do 5 of those, 6 of those, like an assembly line, have the seminar, sell it to your own people, bang, 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 done. You know, instead of selling timeshares in Orlando, selling cash flowing properties in Ohio. But
Yeah.
if you position it in a way that it comes with the property management, it's way more enticing. This is the biggest problem. We're talking about it before you came on, RO. Is construction and property management is lacking. It's like heavily lacking. Not just like you should see the workmanship there. You think Hamilton is bad, Mark? My God, Hamilton is rosy. You should see what they do. Uh, but
Yeah.
but it's but yeah, I think there's good time right now to buy properties, and even in Hamilton, I think the bounce back is coming. I think the bounce back is coming. Don't you think the bounce back's coming, Arrow?
Um, it's hard to say, man. I want to say yes, but it's so unpredictable that I can't even guess, man. Like I would be, like I could guess, I could say yes, but like the
It's
likelihood of
gonna
me being right is very slim.
it's gonna bounce back when the rates drop. It's gonna bounce back. It's just a matter of when, right? It's just a matter of when. Like I'm looking at properties on the mountain. They used to be probably like 3 or 4 under 650. Now there's 24. So
24 under,
yeah,
wait, oh, listings you mean?
yeah.
Hmm.
So like I think it's a good time to grab something if you're gonna flip it. You know what I mean? Grab it, reno it,
Yeah, I
as long
agree.
as the numbers make sense as a rent, as worst case scenario renting, as long as the numbers make sense. But I think the flipping market's gonna come back.
Hmm.
But they implemented that tax thing, right? So you have to hold on for a year,
Is
which
it
is
just
gonna
a year? I don't think it doesn't matter depending on, I think you're always
no,
going to have to pay that.
it's a year.
Even if
It's a year now. You're gonna get killed on the tax if you sell within the year.
mm,
So I don't know. But duplexing, I looked at all of these ones on the mountain, especially, and the numbers just don't make sense, man. Like if you're buying at 600 or even In the fives, it makes sense, but in the sixes, it doesn't make sense. With the rates the way they are, none of them make sense. What do you think?
Um, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do it in Hamilton, like I think duplexes, you could probably make it work if you get like large units. So, for example, like the ones you're saying, like side by side houses, pretty much like two semis almost. Because then you're going to be able to pull in more rental income, right? So maybe that strategy could work if you can find those opportunities. But yeah, I agree with you. If you gotta for the numbers to make sense, you gotta be able to pick it up for like 500K, and I don't know how
That's the
easy that is.
problem. Nobody wants to do it at that price right now, especially on the mountain. I think Hamilton
Mhm.
is you got to go down the hill to get a really good deal, unless you know somebody off market to get a good deal on the mountain. But I don't know. Hamilton's a little bit tough with the
I see
smaller
some
houses.
good opportunities downtown. Your rental
Downtown,
budget
there
needs
is,
to be a
yeah.
little bit higher, right? Your
See those
rental
older
budget needs to
houses, those Victorian style homes.
yeah.
They'll gouge you, man. Those on the rentals, it's just it's never. It's like throwing money in a well. Like, it's isn't it like that? You open the wall and you're like, there's
Yeah,
no
that's
insulation, there's
I
nothing.
wouldn't do crazy rentals like that. I've seen a few that were like okay. Um, you could do some cosmetic renos, but in the long run, there's going to be a lot of maintenance that you have to do. Like I know for sure there's going to be issues in the basement, water leakage, sewer backups, things like that. And
Yeah.
then roof and things like that. So like you can find those opportunities where you can just do like cosmetic reno and just rent it out, but just be prepared for maintenance over the years.
Two of them.
So I seen a off market deal. It was like in Whitley. I don't know if you guys know where that is. Whitley. Have you heard of Whitley?
Okay.
Mark?
He
Henry?
changed. No, leave it. He changed.
Hi
What are
guys,
you doing?
thank you.
You guys there?
Nice.
Chapter Penguin
Hello?
100. Hey,
Aro.
Yeah, I'm back. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. Whitby? Are you saying Whitby or Whitley?
Whitley. Whitley, not
I
Whitby.
don't even. No, I don't know where that is.
So
Near do
this
I.
this
Yeah.
this girl posted this building in Whitley. I don't know where it is. 730,000. Looks like a pretty good sized building. It's like four residential units and two commercial units for 730,000. But I don't know where the hell Whitley is. I don't like those north places. I have no idea. You know what I mean? Like I've never done any business out there. Have you done any business up there, Aro?
I I haven't
Whitley?
either.
No, I haven't. I don't even know which direction that is. North, south, west.
Henry, you've been up. How far north have you went?
Uh, tiny, I guess. Tiny, like
Tiny.
past Wasaga.
Tiny, tell us about that. How was that? Tiny's a beautiful place, man. If you guys ever been to Tiny during the summertime, it's freaking awesome.
The
Oh, it's
name of the place is called
beautiful.
Tiny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful, but like I have like no data up there,
it's the
like
best.
no connection to the outside world at all.
What were you
Yeah,
doing
there's
out
a
there?
guy. There's a guy I met that did houses in Timmins, and he's making a killing in Timmins.
Timmins, I heard is good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
heard the same.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that market. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like those are markets that I've never really looked into for rent or what's happening in those markets. You know what I mean? So like it's interesting to have an agent from out there talk one day maybe and get their perspective on stuff because it's in Ontario, but it feels like another world. Timmins, I mean, like, and the guy was making good money, like as a rental. He was telling me his rental income. I was like, God, he was one of these guys in Wealth Genius. Like, damn, man, and like and the property prices were so cheap, but there's no appreciation, zero appreciation, but massive cash flow, similar to like the U.S. market. You know? In the
Hmm.
last 4 years,
Okay.
we've Sorry, seen some.
Like,
Can you hear me? Cutting out. Yeah,
hello?
what'd you say?
Yeah.
Hold on, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was saying,
Okay.
I think those areas like Timmins, they saw a lot of increase in terms of property value just during the pandemic, just because everybody was like buying in those factory markets, right? But I think Timmins, I might be confusing it with another city, but I think Timmins they have a lot of mining, like cobalt mining and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I think that is Timmons. I think that's what the guy was. He was renting to people that work in um those
Mines,
trades.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that's why he was making a killing, I think, because it's a specialty city for stuff, right? So,
yeah.
but like I like see, I don't know. I've never invested anywhere further than Hamilton. You know what I mean? So for me, even somewhere like the U.S. or somewhere further away, it's like new territory, but I got to do a lot of homework on it, right? Like places like London, for example. London's coming up, you know? I see that. I think you're going there, London, a lot, right, Henry?
Yeah. A couple of my investors are doing a lot of things in London. Yeah. Mostly duplexes or commercial conversions.
The market's jumped up a lot there too, eh?
Yeah. From what I've been seeing, they keep buying duplexes. So, and now the fourplexes allowed there, they're going to be doing a lot more.
Yeah, see, like those places used to be so cheap. London, Brantford, even St. Catharines. I remember when I started, St. Catharines was so cheap, nobody would buy in St. Catharines, you know? But the markets have changed, right?
Windsor is a good spot. I've been watching Windsor for like 6 years now, and I should have started back then. But I think that's going to be a good spot in the future and going forward in
Yeah, I
terms of
think they put
seeing like
a,
good properties.
I think they put a thing on the student rentals there in Windsor, right? A licensing. Yeah, because I think those, Matt McKeever and those guys were doing a lot of student rentals there, right? I don't know if you know those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
They were like killing the student rentals there. That was their thing for a long time. But yeah, see those markets, like I don't know much about them.
Like, I know a lot of people, like not just students, just like regular people that just moved out there, whether it's for jobs or they were able to work remotely.
Hmm.
Um, and I think a new Honda plant, Honda or some sort of car plant being opened up there as well. Um, but that's going to be all fully electric. So I think that's
Yeah,
going to bring in
electric's the
more
way to
people.
go. Electric's the way to go right now. That's the push for electric, right? So
Yeah.
uh, that everything that's coming out is coming out electric now. So, but I think they're gonna jump up the electricity prices, these fuckers. So that's 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 the whole point. Oh damn, we're on YouTube. My bad.
Get some solar panels.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro.
But you know what? I didn't mind the drive to Cleveland. It was only two charge stations. It was a 4 hour drive. It was actually quite nice going through Pennsylvania.
Yo, they're
It
gonna
was
do the
pretty
solar tax, man.
clear cut. The only rough area was Buffalo. Buffalo's. I don't think Buffalo's turning around. I don't know.
They're gonna
Buffalo's been the same for
they're gonna end up
many,
doing
many
solar
years.
tax, Arrow. That's what's gonna happen. You watch.
Solar tax.
Solar tax.
Solar tax, buddy. Where are they gonna get their money? They don't get it from the gas tax. Where are they gonna recoup that money?
They
Well,
used to
they
pay
could
carbon
always
tax.
they could
Now they're
always
gonna make you pay solar tax. Holy fuck!
they're gonna tax the rain like in Toronto. Rain you know when I tell Americans, they laugh at us, eh? They're like, "You guys are crazy."
Yeah, I
What do
get
you mean carbon
taxed.
tax?
I get taxed more because of my property lot size than my neighbor's lots because of the water runoff. Unless I can
Crazy.
prove I am absorbing the water into my property, I get taxed more property tax.
But in Toronto, they pay another municipal tax too, right? So anybody that buys a house in Toronto gets double dinged, which
Yeah.
makes it ridiculous to even buy a house in Toronto. Why would you even buy a house in Toronto after you like get double dinged? It's
I
just
think in the
nuts.
long run, we're just gonna become like a renter society, similar
We are
to
already
some of the
there, man.
bigger.
We're already there. Like for these
Yeah, it's
units
just
that I'm
gonna be
renting
more,
out,
right? It's just gonna be more.
some of them are getting bidding wars, man, on rent.
Yeah, it's
And
turning into a
and
Nice.
mess.
and like I love the Indians and the Indian students. They're killing everybody with the bidding wars because they're coming in. They're giving you $800-900 a room, right? Nobody can
Mm-hmm.
compete with that. The families can't compete with that. They're putting two people in a room, 2 to 3 people in a room, and landlords don't care. They just want their rent,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
in a two-bedroom basement, you're gonna have like 6 students in there.
yeah, I just went to
Two in
see a
each
guy.
room,
I
and
went
then
to
two
see a
in the
guy's
living
house.
room.
I went to see a guy's house. It's a massive like bungalow, and he's like, "How many bedrooms can I fit in here?" I'm like, "I don't know. You probably fit four on the main floor and four in the basement." He's like, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
He wants to put more bedrooms and rent out per bedroom. And I know what I don't think it's a bad idea because you bypass the LTB, right? And there is more management, of course. There is more, you know,
Well,
like dealing with tenants and all that stuff, right?
if you live in Brampton, we
But
know how to put people in rooms, okay?
But you guys put 25 people in the basement. I don't know how that like they changed the law after they found out about that.
Dude, it's a
That
disaster out
was
here, man. You can
yeah,
see
I
it.
don't
You can see it, man. There's like pictures, like there's like 6, 7 cars like packed in the driveway on the front grass and everything. What do? They just ticket them? That's it.
the best places to buy in Hamilton in terms of this kind of stuff is right by Mohawk or McMaster. I have a house by Mohawk and it's never vacant. It's never like I always have 15 applicants of Indian students. Like and they, six, five, six, five, six, you know what I mean? That's the normal applicant for these houses by Mohawk.
It's
and
insane.
and the ones that are coming are wealthy, right? They're not like the broke Indians. Their parents have money because they're paying like double or triple tuition, right? So it's not like, and the government of Canada is smart. They make them get a GIC, so they have like 30K in the bank. I don't know if you guys know that, but
Mm.
yeah. So that's a whole business on its own. Renting to Indian students. I'm telling you, it's a business, man. It's a business on its own.
Well, it's
Like
a business for the university and colleges too, right? They make more money by bringing those students in as opposed to students from here.
I know,
So they,
I
they
know.
make more money because the government makes more money, the landlords make more money. So you wonder why there's so many, you know, um, foreign students in Canada.
You know who's complaining the most about it is the people that are still renting, right? That
Yeah.
they don't own property, is because they're gonna have to compete with these people, right? And they
Hmm.
can't. They can't compete with them because they live together. They all live together,
Yeah.
right? So like I think that the next push is gonna be rooming houses, man. The next push is affordability is gone in the crapper, and I think that people are gonna start paying $1,000 a room, man. I just think that.
Versus, I saw something about the government. They're actually trying to get into the housing business. So like they're going to be buying up uh, these large lots, and they're going to create housing.
Yeah, did you see
So
you didn't see the proposal by Freeland? These tiny little houses for rent. You didn't see it?
yeah, I didn't see that, no, but I saw somebody was telling me about it, and basically they're just gonna be, so it's gonna be kind of like regulatory, I guess, or I don't know the right term for it, but basically they get to set the rents. They like you basically apply to live there, and the other countries have these type of programs too. So I think they're trying to go that route and create
So
housing, and they become the landlords basically.
so that's the thing, and now, like, more than ever, you're getting super good applicants. Like, I'm getting great applicants for rent, man. In Hamilton, like, I used to get applicants that were OW, 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 OW. Buddy,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen an OW in like probably a year. I haven't seen an OW applicant.
We're looking to buy a house, and now that the rates are this high, they can't qualify for those mortgages, right? So they have to live somewhere. So those
I know,
people
but
have
that's
no
what I'm
option
saying.
but to rent.
They're making a society of renters, right? And
Hmm.
and it's going to be really super qualified renters, right? So, there's going to be like bidding wars, intense bidding wars on rent, on clean, beautiful units. I
Yeah.
think so. I think people are going to want to pay extra to have a clean, nice unit, and I think the room
Having
rental thing
to,
is gonna.
because it
Sorry.
depends on the time of the year,
Yeah.
timing as well, time of the
Yeah.
year, because there are certain times where a lot of people their leases are up, they're looking for new units compared to like winter time, right? I know I had some clients that they were looking to rent out some units during the winter, and it was pretty dead. But it really also depends on what time of the year it is, and you're trying to rent out your units. So it's
Yeah.
something to be mindful of.
Yeah, man. I think the I'm gonna try the bedroom rentals. I haven't done it because it's just so much work. But hey, man, if you put a little desk in the corner for them, a little mini fridge,
Yeah.
$1,000, $1,000.
Micro
Why not?
bachelors, call it a micro bachelor. That's
You can
it's kind of
split it.
going backwards. I don't know if you remember, but like back like I haven't seen them in a while, but a few years ago, I remember downtown there was these large homes. There would be like 8 or 9 bedrooms, but each bedroom was attached to like a bathroom, and they had like a little mini fridge. So it's like we're going backwards to